You've stumbled into another nostalgic void. Drifting, searching with your rose-colored glasses. Fear not. What an Oddcast is here to guide you. With hosts Jared Minikheim, Anthony Denny, Michael Kennedy, and Sven Magnuson. Stay odd and hold on tight.
Welcome back to What an Oddcast, episode 299, and I'm coming home to a place where I belong. I'm your intro man, Maverick.
I'm the one who's got an accessory stuck around his neck on Refney.
I'm not burnt, Jared Minikheim.
He's finally tanned down, everyone. He's near Anthony's skin tone, and so he's getting there. But then he'll move to the whitest of white places and just become an albino again. So, Ohio. It does not matter who we are. What matters is our plan.
Oh, yeah.
You should have respected my authority.
No one cared who I was before I put on the mask.
I have a respirator cut around my neck because I was trying it. I was putting it on to get adjusted, and then Mike joined the meeting, and I panicked, put on my headset. and now it's
stuck there now.
Yeah, so it's just gonna be on my neck now. It's not annoying. I just know it's there.
Yeah, no, I get it. I've been listening to Daughtry again, getting real back into Daughtry again.
I did not expect that.
I listen. Sometimes you go through moods. I went through. So here's the progression of music, right? I've told Anthony this. I've started like a playlist. Listen, again, for those of you who know, I sold my soul to Apple like 15 years ago, and that's just how it is. So I have Apple Music. I don't have Spotify. Get off me. I don't give a shit. I pay for the plan so I can have my music. Fuck off. Don't at me. I don't care. I listen to music once every 4 days. Fuck off. I started it was a real slow progression from the Power Rangers movie, or the Power Rangers the movie soundtrack, which, mind you, has Van Halen in it, right? It has Van Halen's Dreams. And so that sent me down a road to, there's another song in there when they're rollerblading called Free Ride, and that one's fun, and I really enjoyed that one. And then from there, it just kind of got me down like Train, and then I went to Daughtry. It was just a weird progression. And then there's a little Imagine Dragons in there too. So it was just a real good day for music all the way around. Like, it was fucking bopping on my end over here. And I was in the office, and because it was the Friday before a major holiday, it was like me and one black dude on the other side of the building. So I could just crank out my headphones without anyone worrying about what I was doing. So
also, I like to apologize. Apparently, I was thinking of Hinder.
Yeah, no.
Not Daughtry.
You were
I was
thinking
of Lips of an Angel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
no, it is.
Yeah.
It is
I
not.
don't know why I thought that was Daughtry.
No, it's well, I'm coming home.
Same,
which was the intro. So
same.
Okay, it's got the same vibe.
Yeah, kinda. It's
that same era of
90s
rock and roll.
grunge.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it rock and roll, but that's fine. Anyway, so that was my entire day, and like half of our team is on vacation as well, so I actually had work to do, and that's weird because I haven't had to do that in 6 months. So, real good day for Mike for here.
So, just because last time Jared and I were talking about, we went over a soundtrack and found out about Baby Splooge.
Found a very fun name that I didn't know.
So,
what's a fucking name?
I do want to read some of the soundtrack of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
It's got bangers. It's banger after banger.
All right.
So of course we have Go Go Power Rangers by the Power Rangers Orchestra.
That's not a real thing, but okay. I appreciate that.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers Higher Ground.
Yeah.
We have
Keep On Coming.
We have
that's when they're parachuting out.
Trouble.
Yeah.
We have
hang on. So Trouble is when It's where the kids are celebrating Ivan Ooze's thing at the Angel Grove Juice Bar, and they're like mixing ooze into everything. So
Okay.
That was a single. We have Devo's Are You Ready?
yep, that's a fight.
Now we have
That
Snap,
makes sense.
The Power, produced by Snap.
Yep.
We have Fun Thomas featuring Carl Douglas as Kung Fu Dancing.
It's weird.
We have Van Halen Dreams.
It's a good fucking song, man. That's how I learned who Van Halen was. Just like,
No, we all learn from somewhere.
is it Dan Hartman is Free Ride?
Dan
right?
Hartman's Free Ride. That's
Yeah.
the next one.
Pulling
And
that shit out my ass.
For some reason, They Might Be Giants is on here.
Yes, they are.
That's a weird. That's
Damn.
a.
I
Howard-
told you guys, it's a good fucking soundtrack. It is like the powerhouse of the 90s.
We have Power Jet's I.
It's a
Alpha
credit
song.
scene. Yep. Credit scene.
Graham Revel, Firebird, and of course the bonus track of Aaron Waters, The Mighty Raw, Cross My Line.
Yeah. Good
Okay.
fucking soundtrack, guys.
That's
There's
not a bad soundtrack.
It's like
That's
it's a
not too bad.
solid
It's got a good
C,
mix in there.
like a solid C soundtrack.
It's got a good mix.
So Maverick and I, we went to Comic-Con this weekend.
Yes,
And
you
we
did.
almost died twice.
Twice.
Only almost died twice.
Twice.
Mhm.
Which was surprising. Well, look, the second one, or I don't know.
It was not
whichever
my fault. Yeah, which
No,
one was?
no.
Neither one of them
Yes,
were my fault. Yeah, second time. That was not
That
my
one-
fault.
It was so egregious. I was like, this guy's not gonna pull out. I'm not even gonna comment on how close he is to the
Yep.
road.
Yeah, and then he fucking pulled out
Like 10 feet in front of Mike,
and
testing
like
his
just-
brakes.
and like stopped too. Did really did like it was fully expecting me to hit him, and I
Mhm.
just didn't. The first time was in the parking lot while we were trying to get out. I don't know if you saw it, but someone almost backed into us. So,
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Jesus
But there was
Yeah,
that.
Christ.
that dickhead who just went into the
Yeah.
the lane
Oh, that
instead of like,
fucker too.
No.
So we didn't break a cardinal sin. We were about 10 miles from a cardinal sin, right? We were in Novi, which is a suburb of Detroit. It was not quite.
Okay. All
wasn't
right, we'll
quite-
let it slide. All right.
It was, and we went to Comic-Con. Getting there was fine. Parking was fine.
yeah,
It was just
huge.
so many fucking people. So
Uh-huh.
many fucking people.
I got to meet Steve and Joe from Blue's Clues.
Yeah. See, now that
And-
was a pretty neat highlight.
So it took forever for Steve to come out. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my God.
he was taking a dump or he got lost because he was supposed to come at 10:30. And it was when Mike said that to me because Mike was not in line with me.
I was not.
The lady at the stand, she started to look worried and was looking around. She's looking like behind the curtain constantly, and then she went up to her cohort. She's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be right back," because I was second in line.
Yeah. Anthony got in line and then was like, well, maybe I should get out of line. I was like, why don't you just stay here? I'll do a quick lap, see what's all here,
Smart.
and then I'll come back, and if the line's not long, we can go do something else. Thank God he fucking stayed in line.
Mike left, and 30 people got in line.
It was
hell yeah.
bugging
Yeah, that's
wild.
smart stuff.
Not even joking.
So before I went on the walk, and this, I'm not meaning to shame people on this in this aspect. It was just funny to me because Comic-Con is nerds and it's cosplay and things like that.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I was standing in line with Anthony for a minute, and then a woman walked
Oh, here
up
we go.
in full Blues Clues regalia, like ears, the Blues Clues dress, Blues Clues stockings. And I said to Anthony, oh, that's a little much, huh? Here comes the irony, right, Jared? Here comes the irony.
Uh-huh.
Anthony was in line. I stood off on the wall just waiting. I made friends with her boyfriend. We shot the shit for 45 minutes. Just laughing, cutting a rug. Great guy. Knew he's from north of Greenville. Knew exactly where he is from in Edmore. God has a funny way of just humbling us, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was like literally because like she was getting all of the Blues Clues people, right? So she was getting Josh.
I didn't
Right.
even know
And
Josh.
Yeah,
He's
the newest one.
Okay.
And so
that
like
makes sense.
I was literally just standing there talking to him for 45 minutes to an hour. Great times.
Yeah.
And I had made a new friend because even she was like, "Oh, you'll talk to people there," and I can't remember what it was that started the conversation. Anthony texted me, and I think we were both staying there because and it was like, I think Steve's late, and then from there it was just one bad joke after another dad joke, and then we really bonded over. So there was a security dude there, like they had security, right? They're dressed all in black,
Yeah.
earpiece. Like it's
God,
fantastic.
I would hope so.
And the dude looked like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson if he was like half the size of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And at the exact same fucking time, we said Dwayne "The Pebble" Johnson and fucking just lost it from there. And there was instant friendship. And so
Mike found himself from the other universe.
I did. The convergence, I think I may have crossed over timelines there for a brief moment. So
Yeah, I think so.
In my perspective, I'm just standing in line by myself, going like,
yeah, Anthony just and then
there was a lady dressed as the clown from the Big Comfy Couch.
Yep,
she was first.
Holy shit. Okay.
the worst part is after about Anthony being 30 minutes in line, text messages just stopped being able to be sent because there were so many people. So at lunch, Anthony finally gets all 4 text messages that I sent him, one of which included, "You should have just cut in the VIP line because they were not checking ID badges." So,
Yep. And it was great because, you knew when Steve appeared because everyone started clapping. And let me tell you, from my perspective, I'm like, oh my God, it's Steve. And I turned and I start clapping. I'm like, where is he? Where's the man? Where's the guy from my childhood?
Look
and I
down.
look down. Steve is 5'6". Steve is short.
I did not expect that for some reason.
Right, and so my joke, so apparently it's not just the big red chair, it's just regular sized. Steve's just itty bitty.
Like, the text is like, so I open it up. I'm like,
Yeah.
I think they lost him because one of the workers is looking around the curtains. That's at 10:35.
Yeah.
And at 10:37, it's just, he's so short in all capital letters. And then Mike said, so the big red chair was just normal size.
Normal sized.
It was just, like, I appreciate Steve. It just, watching it as a child, you're like, oh, grown adult. And I'm like,
You're a grown ass man.
oh, I tower over this man. But no, he was great. He was real sweet.
That.
Because I got
selfie, which
I
threw
paid
me
for a
off. I was
selfie.
like, what?
Because you could pay for a selfie. I also got an autograph for Orion, and when you go to a con, for those who don't know, you pay the people at the front. They put your name on a sticky note.
Yep.
They put, or like if generic, or your name on a sticky note. So it went down to Steve, and Steve was like, "Oh, nice to meet you, Orion." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not Orion. My son is Orion. My name is Anthony." He's like, "Oh, it's nice to meet you." And I got, fist bump him, which was really cool. Yeah. And then we were just talking a little bit. And he's like, "Oh, where is your son?" Like, "Oh, he's 3 and a hellion." Yeah. Steve laughed at. He's like, "I understand.
Not here. Absolutely not here. Would have been kidnapped."
Yes. And
100%.
it was great. And then I got out of line because there was a line. The line never got smaller for Steve.
No, never once.
And then right next to him, there was a line for Donovan Patton. Donovan Patton, which is Joe's real name. And there was 2 people in it.
Aw, that makes me a little.
And
sad.
I was looking at that.
Like, it's fine. He actually had a line by the time we were done.
But okay.
And I felt, Mike's like, "Do you want to meet?" He's like, Mike's like, "You should go meet Joe.
Just go meet Joe."
Yeah, and so I did, and it took just as long to get through Joe's line, honestly, because Donovan, he talked to you. It wasn't like a, "Hey, nice to meet you." I had like a 5-10 minute conversation with him.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was great. I learned all about him. He was born in Guam.
He was born in Guam.
Hey!
Yeah, Guamation.
I laughed. I'm
Gained
like,
some respect.
I was like, my friend's in Guam. I'm gonna send him pictures of you. And he started laughing. You know, he's just sharing stories about stuff from being.
Hey, you're also
Joe.
from the place that doesn't fucking exist to the rest of the world. Hey!
Yeah, it was really funny. And then what was it? 'Cause I forgot.
I didn't expect
You know,
that,
when you're
holy
getting up,
shit.
you pick your picture you want him to sign.
Yep.
And all of Steve's were of
He's a
Steve.
Charles.
Right.
And there was, Donovan's portfolio, Team Umizoomi, one of the things from Clarence, and then
That's
the
what it's
Halo grunt. Yeah. Yeah. Joe is the Halo grunt. And a Halo 4 and a Halo 5. And I was like,
Good work. Pretty good
I
work. If you
almost
can get
want
it.
to. I almost spent another $60 to get that photo for me.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
But it was just like, that's the grunt from Halo. What is the grunt from Halo doing on Donovan Patton's board?
Oh
Holy
wait.
shit. That's
I couldn't
that's
look.
pretty funny. All right.
I couldn't look it up to talk about it because there's no signal.
There was no service. No, none whatsoever.
But it was good. Got to see didn't get to meet, but got to see some celebrities like Stanley from The Office. Sam
Deputy Dangle.
Deputy Dangle.
Deputy Dangle was there. Thomas I can't remember his name, but yeah. I listen, if I was committed to getting celebrity things, because honestly, I thought about getting a pair of white boots and having him sign it, New Boot Goofing. I'm right. Right. It would have been good.
That would have been so good.
It was really cool. It was a really fun experience.
That would've been
Mike didn't buy anything, of course. If you go to our,
I did. I bought shirts.
oh, you bought shirts.
Oh,
well,
I bought.
hey,
I got this, which isn't great. It's the Palpatine Vader 2024. Resistance is useless, which not great, but however, it is the softest sweatshirt that I have ever owned, to the point where like I went on their website and they had the Back to the Future one on sale, and I bought that one too because it is so fucking soft. It is the most comfortable sweatshirt I've ever owned. And then I also got they do hang on, let me grab this real quick. So they do this kind of design on the shirt. It's called T-24. If you go check them out, but I gotta get it. So like this is one that I got in. God, I can't fucking. This is one that I got in a grab bag. So I got that, and then I got basically Arrakis with the Dune Worm, with Shah-Halud on it, and then I also got one of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man climbing in New York, and it is great. I love these shirts. They're my favorite shirts. I have that one. I have the Doctor Who and the Futurama one when we went. Was it Grand Rapids? I think the last one we went to, where they were there. So that's really what I bought. I didn't have a whole lot of Power Rangers stuff. I could have gotten a signature from Steve Cardenas, who was Rocky, but I just don't care enough at this point in my life. So
I think Mike would only do it if I was there to support him, and I was there for Steve.
Yep.
I got my Energon Optimus, which you can see on our TikToks.
It's so bad.
Yes.
And then I robbed the man on eBay again.
Did you?
Yeah. So
How did
I
you...
have
People are dumb.
Energon Omega Supreme coming on Tuesday, which is one of the two companion pieces for Energon Optimus. You can put an Optimus in it. It's really cool. He's a headmaster, and for those who don't know, that means that his head turns into a robot.
Yep, small little robot, like a mini.
It's very hard to find the head,
unless you're Anthony.
Yeah, unless you're me, and I found it for $100.
That's a good deal.
Somebody.
Do you know how much Energon Omega Supreme goes for? With
Probably
the
like
head?
or so.
Regardless.
Like 200, 250, easy.
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh, it doesn't come with the missiles, so I'm selling it for cheap."
That's.
I'm sorry, what?
Missiles?
I'm
You
pretty
mean
sure
the missiles I replaced
3D
already?
print. Yeah, 3D print.
That was that message.
Yeah.
That because I looked at him, and then the seller went like, "Shout out to the seller. I want to get your name because you're fun."
That's fucking amazing.
He just said, "Tempting," and a message to me with the deal
That's
like-
funny.
for 30% off, and I'm like, when I bought it, I was like, tempted. So, shout out to Javeeron.
Oh, I know him.
Javron.
I've
Yeah,
bought
he does
from
a
him
bunch
before.
He does a bunch of 3D printing stuff on eBay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the one I bought my swords or my key from for my Zeo shit. So.
Honestly, he's also on
All
Etsy,
comes
and that's
full
where I first
circle.
saw him.
Yep.
And it was really funny. He's just like, tempting. You know what? You know
Yeah.
what, sir? I got enough chuckle out of me.
Respect
Yes.
the hustle. Respect the hustle.
Like I've gotten many offers on stuff before that I've denied, but no one's ever messaged me with an offer.
Respect the hustle.
Yeah, exactly. I respect it.
Yeah.
They don't look the same, but I don't fucking care. I respect it. But that was me. I've had
Funny.
a very hiring day. Lots of
Funny.
Seems
bitches.
like it. Seems like it. Oh, damn. Hey, did you guys know that there's a mini husky breed? And I met one yesterday, and
Pomsky?
it was the most... No. I've never fucking heard of this breed in my life. And I met one last night, and it was one of the most adorable little motherfuckers I've ever seen. And it was...
Well,
It
what's the
looks... I don't... It has a weird first name. Himalaya, I think he said. I've never fucking heard the name before. Regardless, so me and Sergeant Redacted went to Mango Festival here in Guam, which is a thing they've done the past couple of years. While we were walking around, we noticed there was a guy walking around with a corgi, and what looked like, Sergeant Redacted put it, he's like, is that a husky mixed with a chihuahua? Like, that's a tiny-ass husky. And as we walk around, he went up to the ATM. Sure enough, dude ended up having to go with his girlfriend because she needed to pull money out. And the minute I saw this guy standing there, I'm like, I need to ask about this fucking dog because that is not only one of the cutest little fuckers I've ever seen, but like, I can't imagine how the fuck you got that. He had an entire explanation. He's like, yeah, so what do you think it is? And I was like, well, my buddy thought it was like husky chihuahua mix because I mean, it looks like it's the size of a chihuahua, but it looks like a husky. He's like, that's actually a pretty good guess. And he's I say Himalaya or something like that husky. And I'm like, I've never fucking heard of that. He's like,
I'm
most
trying
people
to find-
haven't.
I found something called a Klekai, but
That
I'm gonna keep looking.
that sounds
Klekai?
more accurate. Again, it's just a name I'd never fucking heard.
I mean, you can't really see it. I'll send a picture of it.
But anyway, he went into the whole thing that apparently the first part of its name before husky is just Inuit for small dog, and he's like,
Yep, there's a Klekai.
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
he's like, yeah, they wanted sled dogs, and then they wanted a dog that they could have at home as a pet, so they just started breeding the sled dogs with these other small breeds, and you get this little guy where he's everything a husky is in a smaller package. So, oh, and then my other one here, he's just a corgi with a tail. So I've got one that wants to see people, and the other one is an anxietal mess that just, he doesn't know what's going on. Like, so we stopped and petted those dogs. But I'd never fucking heard of that, and it was the cutest little shit. Like, really well behaved.
The Alaskan Klekai is a small, energetic, and intelligent dog breed developed in the late 20th century to resemble an Alaskan Husky. The name comes from the Inuit term meaning little dog.
Yeah, dude had a whole thing. I talked to him for like a good 10 minutes while Redacted got his money out. Super sweet guy. He had a whole bunch of information, let me pet his dogs. I was happy. But that was neat. I've never seen one.
Shipper money.
Rat dog. Rat dog.
Also, anyway, Mango Festival is nice. What the hell is that?
This is a 3D printed Lego megaphone and stud, which is also the original Lego blaster for Lego Star Wars.
Okay.
And I saw this. I'm like, I have to have this immediately. I grabbed it, I picked it up, and I never put it down. I'm like, nope, this is mine. It's technically a megaphone too. So since Saturday, so almost a week, I've been talking through it at things because it's just so fun. But I'm keeping it down here now.
Did you annoy your wife too much? She said that stays in the basement from now on.
She liked it because she got to use it and talk through it too. But it's a clutter thing. My wife, she does not like lots of clutter.
That's fair.
Clutter.
The Clutter King.
Yes, I am the Clutter King.
It's all fair.
Hey, I'll be the cool Clutter King. The
What?
3Ks like Mortal Kombat.
So, speaking of things that we've all been doing, they went to Comic-Con. They had a great time. I went to the Mango Fest. That was a good time. I also saw a movie, and I just want to bring it up really quick because it's new in theaters, and I will tell everyone right now, I will not spoil it for you, because this is the kind of movie you need to just fucking see for yourself to get the impact of the shit they did, but it was fucking amazing. It is now in my top of that entire series. The fact that it did what it did, being the 6th fucking movie in a franchise, chef's fucking kiss. Go see Final Destination Bloodlines. It is hands down in my top 3 for that entire thing. They played with all the shit you would come to expect in the best fucking ways. I don't know how the fuck they pulled it off, but they fucking did. Go see it. Really great. I just want to get that out there.
I'm going to talk about a movie. I have not seen it, but I have heard.
Yes.
Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, I thought you had to sneeze.
No. Every time I hear something about this movie, it is worse.
Yes.
I heard Jumba today.
Talk? Yeah, it's just Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah,
It's just Zach Galifianakis.
It's
not
just
even doing
Zach
the voice.
Galifianakis. No, it's just Zach
That's what I was
Galifianakis.
worried about. When I saw he
And
was
there
the
was a-
human version, I'm like, oh,
And
no.
there was a comment about the ending
Oh, no.
on that video, which I didn't care about because it's Lilo and Stitch remake.
Right. Well,
And
it's
it made me so angry I had to confirm it. And it is confirmed.
true.
And it just
True. It's true.
yeah. Oh, you've read the ending, Michael?
Uh-huh.
It's so bad.
Go ahead and just let it. Spoiler warning.
Yeah, just
for those-
give me the spoiler. I'm
Yeah,
never
you
going to
shit.
fucking watch it.
Yeah, so spoiler warning
You've
for
seen the fucking Lilo and Stitch. It's
Yeah.
fine.
See an
you
anime.
think
yeah.
you think you've seen it.
See, I am curious what they did because I've heard the things that were removed, and I've been curious what the fuck they
Like
did.
all
then.
of Captain Gantu, all of fucking Big Shark Man. We don't get Big Sexy Shark Man. Like what? No.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What is the theme of Lilo and Stitch?
Family. Ohana.
Yeah.
Family. Ohana.
Yeah.
Jared, what would be the least
no.
Ohana ending
no.
of Lilo and Stitch?
That Stitch leaves and says bye, or something
Not
along those lines.
Stitch.
Excuse me?
Nani
Uh-huh.
gives up Lilo. Both of them have walked away because that is how I know they aren't even saying anything. I am filling up the air while they are both understanding. Oh, welcome back, Michael.
What the fuck?
Hang on. I need to say one thing. Is like when in like group activities at work, people are like, let's do an icebreaker. What's your favorite Disney movie? I consistently go to Lilo and Stitch because it is very well done To me, that at first is near perfect. It is a great movie, great soundtrack, all the way
agree.
through.
Agreed.
When I found out that they were doing a live action remake, you can go back because it's on the podcast. I said, leave it alone because you will fuck it up. You will. Somehow, you will fuck up this movie. Just so hardline that it won't be funny. In fact, I think if we went back, I could probably pinpoint that I said they'd fuck up not only the drag, but Captain
Yes.
Gantu. However, this ending, that is not Ohana. That is
No.
not what taught me about.
No.
What fuck do you mean she's giving up Lilo for fuck to the aliens?
No,
That's
her-
not okay.
No,
Cobra
her-
Bubbles? That's not okay. David? He's a deadbeat.
Oh, you mean David and his grandmother?
Fuck off.
Yes.
Continue.
Well, Mike's taking his headphones off for. Okay, he can still hear. So, yeah, as they all return home, Kikoa, I think that's how it's pronounced, I'm probably butchering it, tells Nani she can give Lilo's guardianship to David and Tutu, David's grandmother, allowing her to stay home. The family then repairs the house and live happily ever after, except for Nani, who is now attending the University of California, San Diego to study marine biology.
Suck my whole ass.
It's like they had one thing to not fuck up. That
How
Lilo
do you fuck that up?
and he stay together.
Such a
That's the
simple
point.
concept.
Lilo Nani family is broken but still good. Broken but still good. That is
No.
what Stitch says
Literally,
in the
literally.
original movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This-
I'm broken, but still good. That's the point. Is that it's not a perfect family. It's just the two sisters.
Yeah. And David, kind of.
Yeah, and David, the boyfriend-esque character, but
I have no words because I see, here's the thing. I don't want this movie to flop because like I enjoyed the music in this movie and they re-recorded a lot of like the native Hawaiian stuff and they deserve their time to shine. However, I'm really glad that Disney's now saying like, hey, maybe we should back off the live action remakes after these two. We're getting a lot of pushback.
see, the thing, I had issue with Cobra Bubbles no longer actually just being a caring man sent from the CIA.
Yes.
Like he was originally, he was
Yeah.
just the social worker.
Yes.
That's my favorite thing about Lilo and Stitch. He's not. You expect him to be something else, but he's not. He genuinely just cares for Lilo.
Just a social worker
Yeah.
doing his job who
Yeah.
has a background in
The background happens
in
to
Area
be.
51. Yeah, it's a good happenstance.
Yeah.
And just happens to kind of know Madam Director, the president or whatever.
Yeah. But it's so hand wavy around like, okay,
yeah.
clearly there's a background story, but we don't need to know that. But like,
Right.
so with him being this thing, I'm like, okay, they're gonna mess that up, but as long as they have, it's like, it just every time I heard something more. The original director designed Pleakley in drag.
In drag as an alien.
And you can also Jumba in a human costume too, like with like how he closed the second. It was all there. Disney fucked this up.
Very badly. I can't believe what I've just heard.
Believe it.
Because
such an easy concept.
the second
It's not fucked
and
up.
third movies are highly involved with Captain Gantu.
Yeah.
With Angel and Leroy. Like, for God's sakes.
Wait, I wonder. And
So do you think that Moana's going to end with, being on an island's bad, we should go to the mainland? Do you think they're just going to mess with that one too? Because that's
what they're
next.
gonna do is, it's just gonna be, yeah, we're just gonna hang out on the island. We don't need to explore.
I'm not a god. I'm just really buff.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
I don't look
care
forward to it.
anymore. Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning is out. I hope to go see it this weekend. That
I
is
hope you do, because you can let me
where
know
I'm
if it's
at
good or
with that
not.
one. Have you watched the rest of them yet?
Oh, I've seen
Are you
all of
caught
them,
up?
most of them
Oh,
as
you-
they
so
came
you're-
out.
So okay, so here's the thing. I told Anthony. So in Dead Reckoning Part 1, well, it's now just Dead
Yeah.
Reckoning. Do you know the key that they're after?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
two
yeah.
slits, the scissor key, as I called it, because it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, thank you. That's the popcorn bucket, and I kind of want to go to an AMC theater to get like the container and have to open it with the fucking key because it's just stupid. It's fucking stupid, and I'm so excited for it. But yeah. So, speaking of dumb shit that Disney
What
has
the
done,
fuck?
do y'all know that it's what, the 70th anniversary for Disney World? Is that what it is, or is it right?
yeah, something like
So-
that.
70. Have you guys seen
something
the
70.
newest? Yes, the newest prop that Disney's
No.
selling for $60. It is. I want to say it's a keyblade, but it's not a keyblade. It is a key that's like
It's
this big,
Uh-huh.
and it's
big old key.
big old key. And if you go to Disney parks, they have keyholes where you stick the key in and it lights up an icon. And once you get all, was it 7 or 8 icons, the back opens up and it gives you an exclusive Disney pin. Or people have found a way to hack it where you just push a little button on the bottom side of the key to light up all the icons. I am not a Disney adult, and we are not here to judge or yuck anyone's yums. However,
Not
there is a
entirely.
special breed of people that are like gung ho for this, that are like buying this key and then running to every part of the park to try to unlock their key. And it is exhausting to watch as an adult.
Yeah.
As a 34-year-old man watching these people spend that kind of money when it could just easily pay off my student loan debt is just phenomenal.
Oh, and the best part about these keys,
It's very fucking fair.
about the pins,
Yep.
Yeah, what about them?
unique pins. You only get one.
You get one. So they're
They're-
going to be very rare and expensive if you sell them.
Yeah.
Here
To
we
Disney
go.
with money.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Let's see if I can find the pin on eBay because you can get the
fucking
key. It's key only,
He's like
no
60
pin.
It's like $60 still, though, right?
It's like $30 if you want no pin.
yes, no pin.
With the pin, it's $100.
That's
Dumb.
That's
Dumb.
yeah.
And then if you're after a very specific pin, because like each one's for like a different part of the park, right? So like there's ones for like Epcot, there's one for like that. So and it's all random on which one you get.
So yeah, there's no chance of guaranteeing which one you get. It's also called the D key. The D key.
Such a bad name for it.
So actually, and now since you've brought this up, that reminds me of something else. So now I have the question: did they copy the Mario Land thing? Because they came up with the same thing in Japan with their like the Mario, the DK, everything. They're like, you get the special little thing, and if you go to each place, there's a
Kinda.
secret if you find the
It's-
spot.
It's no different than like a fast pass or like the
yeah,
Jedi, you know, the bounty hunting in whatever
That's
Star Wars.
the only
world.
thing that comes to
Yeah,
mind
it's
is they
essentially
did
that.
something similar.
But the issue is it is a huge fucking key. It is like 2.5 foot long that you have to carry around with you. at this-
People
no,
are
it's
fucking
huge.
dedicated.
Anthony, can you pull up a photo of it
Oh, of course.
So
I
it's-
appreciate you
Let me
so much.
let me
sir.
look at the. Oh, I'm looking up stuff right here.
the D
I'm just
key.
I'm looking up the D key. Okay, that's D major.
Excuse me. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
let me-
dumb, Jared. It's
It sounds really dumb, but I've met enough
Again,
Disney adults to know they'll
same.
do it. They'll do it.
same. And it's like, hey, nothing
They'll
against
pay.
that. If that's your, like, we all have our vices, and if that's yours, that's fine. Like,
If they gave me a digi key and were like, "Hey, we made Digimon World. You just have to go get," I would do
100%.
it. I would do it. I would be the nerd
I
who
would
do it.
absolutely
So
do
I
it.
get it.
You mean I'm getting a Digivice and I'm just gonna go around and scan shit all day? Absolutely.
I'm in.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
I get
yeah,
it.
shout out to David Vaughn
Jesus
here.
Christ, it's even bigger than I thought. It's the size of that man's torso, for fuck's sake. It's so
Yeah.
fucking big.
And these are the lock holes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, if you
Is
look slightly above here at the prices
140 for holy.
for the
Fuck.
pin.
Also, here's the fun thing. The keyhole, you don't actually turn it, you just insert it and it lights up. So like if you scroll down to that one that looks like it's by a clock, Anthony, yeah, that one. You can see like all the different lands that you have to go to unlock the back, which has the stupid fucking pin in it. And that's how you get your pin. It's so fucking big. It is so
Yes,
it's
that is-
unnecessary.
I agree.
It
It's
is
bigger than I thought
unnecessary.
in my mind that they would have done. I wasn't.
It's so unnecessary.
It is so
Hey,
unnecessary.
you know.
And you know what? I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's for the 70th anniversary, but I can
Yeah.
foresee them keeping something like this around.
Oh, if it's gonna make so much money.
Oh,
Wait till the
yeah.
80th when the key has to be even bigger to fit another fucking light on it.
It's just like, oh my gosh, people are it's so silly.
Yeah, and again, we're not here because like Anthony stood in line for an hour and a half
Yeah,
to
you
get
know.
Joe's or to get Steve's signature. So like,
Yeah.
again,
Everybody's got
we're
their
not
thing.
here to judge. It's everyone's got their vices, but like, god damn, it's a big fucking key.
It's a
Yeah,
big key and a lot of-
and let's
lot of
and
money
let's
you'd have
talk
to
really.
spend. God damn.
Oh, you want to talk about spending money? I have so many tabs open. I clean up my screen. Sorry.
Well, there's so
you-
much porn, Johnny. So much porn.
Do you want to know
It's
how
okay.
much?
I wanted someone to find out. I needed help. Sorry.
I don't love PC gaming, Xbox. You want 1 day ticket?
You care.
Depending on the day you pick, it's either $104 or up to $206 per ticket.
Yeah.
And that's just to the main park.
I saw something online where Costco is selling park passes. So
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
See, it used to be great. We went to Disneyland a few times growing up, because I had a family member who worked there.
that's Disneyland. It's not the same.
Oh yeah, no,
Go
it's
to Disney World.
I'm at this. I'm on the. Oh, let's go to Disney World. I was at Disneyland.
Oh, it's the same thing.
World. No, it is not.
Oh no, Disney World is
dare
huge.
you.
It's so much
Yeah,
bigger.
oh yeah. I was gonna say you could do
So I've
Disney
heard.
World in a day. I could do Disneyland in a day. 'Cause I've done that with my wife.
Disneyland, I think the thing is that at one point in time before all the expansions, it was always said that Disneyland could fit in the parking lot of Disney World. So
Yes.
Damn. Well,
I remember Abby from Farmers. Her family would go every year,
yeah,
and then she would just get shit faced at Epcot.
absolutely, that would be the way to go.
So for
if I had to go every year, yeah. Yeah.
there's a special offer currently for Disney World, a 3-day 3-park ticket for $89 a day.
That's not terrible, but it is slow season right now.
It is
And we're-
$267 per
True.
ticket.
Yeah, we're about to hit hurricane season, so we'll see what's left of the park after that, shall we?
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will.
if I'm ever going to Disney ever again, I'm going to Star Wars Land. I'm getting a lightsaber, and that is all I'm doing.
Actually, now that Maverick brings that up, Sergeant Redacted brought something up.
You guys gonna deal with hurricanes?
No, actually, it had to do with hurricanes because we got to talking about things that have been going on back in the States. Because we both saw the thing about the huge ass tornado that went through, and then nobody had a warning, and there's a lot of people dead, and it's a bad time.
Through Kentucky, absolutely.
There is another issue that Sergeant Redacted found out about, and
yeah, do you know Minnesota's on fire? Northern Minnesota is on fire like California was. I'm not joking. If you look up Minnesota wildfires right now, it is like the entire half of the state going to. It is fucking on fire. I saw it on TikTok yesterday. I was like, wait, Minnesota doesn't get. Holy fuck, the entire state's on fire. It's wild, guys.
Man, nature's really going.
What else you got, Jared? What could be worse than that?
Well, speaking of hurricanes, scientists noticed something to do with hurricanes. It's probably not a good sign.
We have a double event.
Oh my God, are they going to merge together and create a super hurricane, all three of them at the same time, and it's going to be below zero temperatures and the helicopter's going to freeze and fall off the air?
Not the day after tomorrow.
Just in case.
Do we need to send the Jaegers and cancel the apocalypse?
Yeah, Sergeant Redacted found out the experts are a bit concerned because at this time of year, especially like around our islands here, you can typically see where the cells are forming that will become hurricanes that go to the mainland. There are none right now. And that's really concerning because there should be cells that are starting to form and they're not seeing any.
Yeah, so the water's not warm enough yet, so it's going to be a late hurricane season.
It's going to be real bad.
Speaking of that, so it's global warming, whether or not you believe it or not, I don't care. It's what it is. Fuck off to all you haters. But also, Tornado Alley in the United States, right through that Midwest, Oklahoma, Missouri, right there. So because of global warming and the jet streams, it's now shifting up, right? So now it basically travels to the bottom of Michigan into Ohio is that full tornado alley, which is what we just experienced this year. So in coming years, there's probably going to be more increased tornadoes going through the area because of the overall how the jet streams work in the air. Now it'll probably shift back and forth and it won't be every year, but Tornado Alley is typically just like Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, right through that, right? Straight flatlands, and so it's just shifting up a little bit, like it's starting, and you can see it as weather patterns go up, right? Like if you watch it, it just like follows basically where there's moisture. So yeah, so even though you might be moving to Ohio, you're gonna do a lot of bullshit.
I'm gonna become Twister. I'm just gonna hunt tornadoes.
You're going to become Twister. I don't think that's his name in the movie, but I appreciate you just with your fucking full chest just being like, I'm going to become Twister.
Don't forget his child, Twisters.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just fucking full chest just says it. Like, yeah, you can call me Tex Twister.
You know, I gotta say something.
Tornado Wrangler.
I found, there's a fireweatheravalanche.org.
Yeah, did you find Minnesota's on fire?
I got some. Why is the whole?
Yeah. What do you see Minnesota's just burning to the ground?
Oh yeah, when I scroll in, it
gets
more.
So much worse. Just the entire northern half is just on fire.
Let's see. What is going on?
12,071 acres.
It's a very dry season up there right now. Like they haven't got the rain that we got.
Yeah, 12,000 acres. So much.
The Munger Straw Fire is a bad name for a fire.
I just scroll down. I'm like, oh, how many fires are there? I'm like,
This
there
is-
are so
this-
many fires.
So when I read this,
Oh, shit.
this is the exact map that I went to, Anthony. When I saw that TikTok, I was like, that can't be right. And I'm like, oh my God, it is right. Why is it on fire?
Why is the United States literally
Why
on
is,
fire?
why is Minnesota dying? What did Minnesota ever do to anyone?
Why is
Apparently
Nebraska
piss
covered in
somebody off.
herpes?
Right?
Jared, as the fellow Nebraska person, why is it covered in herpes?
The corn.
Not on the ground yet, asshole. Are those all fires?
Oh wait, legend.
Oh.
I don't know.
Click on one of the dots and let's see.
There's nothing to click.
Oh,
It's just herpes.
it
Wait,
might
smoke?
be.
It's
Oh, it's smoke.
Smoke.
Smoke from all fires. So that's
Oh
Getting
shit.
that. they're hotboxing all of Nebraska.
Yeah. Yeah. God. Holy fuck.
Oh,
That's
is that
bad.
wait? It's lightning. Those are lightning
Oh.
strikes.
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck, Nebraska?
What the fuck does
I mean,
that
there's
mean? What the fuck is
probably a
24-hour lightning? What the
It
fuck?
means the amount of strikes within 24 hours. So
It's just like, fuck you, Nebraska. Fuck you. Look at the fucking lightning. Holy shit. The country is
Jesus
on fire,
Christ.
literally getting struck by lightning constantly.
it happens.
We're being smited by someone. I don't know who.
Oh my
Holy shit.
Not good. Not good.
fucking Texas, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, South
Oh,
Dakota,
fuck.
Wyoming. Someone's like, well, that's gonna be this tornado alley or some shit like that.
Oh,
Yep.
There have been
God.
fucking 22 lightning strikes in the last 24. Oh god, where did you live, Jared?
I literally lived outside Omaha, which is the capital.
Omaha. Well, what specifically
were-
was it called?
Papillion. We were like 20 minutes outside Omaha by like you could see all the skylines from our apartment window.
There were 16 lightning strikes in the last 24 hours. Oh, wait, that's the air
Jesus
quality.
Christ.
You had good air quality.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Papillion's a
More
nice
people
little
move
place.
there.
Also, I
Yeah.
found out there's really cheap beer. And by cheap, I mean I've never in my life seen someone buy 12 beers, 2 6-packs for under $10.
Sure,
It's
it
a-
was delicious.
It's a Korean beer.
Jared, it is 6:00 in the morning for you.
Oh no,
Why
I
the
just
fuck
grabbed it to show.
Oh,
I
like,
just
like,
wanted to
don't mean
reference
it's
on what
not
it is.
Christ
Read the top
almighty.
of the can.
Cass Fresh. Can't read the rest of it because it's Korean, but it's cold brewed.
You know, if
And
you
it's
have
4.5%
advertise.
alcohol.
But like, you could use Google Translate. They have live translate detection.
I mean, I'm sure
I
it's
use
just
translate.
beer, chilled, blah blah blah. It's gonna be the same thing as any beer, but
Probably.
and it's a 4.5, so it's a little higher than like a light beer. But Sergeant Redacted had it when he was over in South Korea, loved it, and then found that Donkey carries it, and he immediately bought it. And the fact he showed me a receipt that said $9.98 and carried 2 6-packs, I went, that's irresponsible, and someone should raise that price.
Pretty cheap.
Because that's no, let's not.
Pretty cheap.
Well, that's because it's just fucking. They just take the grain and just fucking hold it, let it sit in the sun until it turns black from fungus, and like in the can with water.
But also, I told the guys in a group chat, but for all of you at home, if you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, I'm just gonna say Twitter from now on. I'm tired of always trying to say X. If you follow us on any social medias in general, I posted a bunch of the stuff that me and Sergeant Redacted bought at Doggy Donkey, and we've already decided we're almost at the 10,000 goal for moving. I think we're just a couple $100 away right now, so we're almost there. We got plenty of time. So our plan before we leave, we're just gonna take 1,000, maybe 2,000. Who knows what ends up happening there? We're gonna go to Doggy Doggy and just buy shit because there's so much fucking Japanese import because it is the Japanese store and it's fucking cool as shit. Fucking cool as shit. Although some of the prices do make our hearts hurt because it's like, why is that so fucking expensive? When the thing that's bigger is cheaper, what the fuck? Seeing Krillin figures at $110 hurt me so fucking much.
Welcome to the world of high quality figures.
I fucking right above them were like the collector busts of everyone. Those were $60. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. Tis what it is.
Tis what it is.
I also
Yeah.
had a burger that was kind of neat.
What was it, like medium rare?
Right? Like,
Yeah,
it's
what do they
spicy
call it?
mayo on it.
Oaha burger or something like that. It was a little thing they were selling at
want
Mango
it?
first. No, it was a smash burger that we realized after we got it wasn't just beef because there was clearly like either pork or chicken mixed with it. But it was really good. But it had like a cabbage mix on top, a specialty sauce, and it had like a toasted bun from the grill. It was super good. But although the mixture of the meats was a bit off-putting, but
Sure.
it was still pretty neat.
Mixing of the meats is off-putting.
Everything's off-putting in this house.
So the final season of The Masked Singer, well, not the final, but this last season of The Masked Singer,
The season finale.
aired. I don't watch it. I don't really give a shit about it.
I was about to say, does Maverick watch Masked Singer? When?
No, God no. Only on TikTok when it'll be like this person revealed, and then I watch the entire thing and it's not revealed, and I get really pissed off. Just like, and then the search bar is like the cozy coral corral thingy gets revealed, and it's like on there, and like the first 20 things are like, no, it actually didn't. It actually didn't. They're still in the competition. But it made
there.
I had this thought is that got really popular like out of nowhere, right? Because this thing, they always, but like the audience that it is representing is a large part millennials and Gen Xers, right? Because this is now our thing, and I think that it is just because of Power Rangers and Fairy Girl magic, because it is just a man in a superhero outfit and everyone's trying to guess who they are. So
who is this person?
That's fair.
Right. Like, what do you mean Sailor Moon and Serenity are the same person even though they look exactly the same? What do you mean Clark Kent and Superman are the same person even though they look exactly the same?
What are you talking about? Superman don't wear glasses.
Why did it make any sense? So
He
I had
would
that
never
thought,
be that
and it
much
just-
of a nerd.
I had that thought. It just kind of made me laugh. I don't know why. I was like, Masked Singers is just Power Rangers for a different generation. And then my final thought on this week's episode is, did you guys hear about Netflix coming like full circle back into the good graces of the public?
I have.
What did they do?
Jared, have you? Well, you see, the current administration likes to cut a lot of funding for certain broadcasting things, right? So like PBS. And so like the biggest thing that people are complaining is like, you cut funding, like kids learn from PBS, like Sesame Street and Cyber Chase and Liberty's Kids and all that shit. Netflix signed a deal with Sesame Street and is going to allow those episodes to air for free on PBS. So here's the thing. I don't mind paying a little extra now for Netflix. Like, that's all you had to do was say, we're going to give back, and I'm fine with it. It is much like the Game Changer thing. Like, if you're
honestly,
doing good, I'll support.
I am very much. When it happened, I'm like, I'm really tempted to get a Netflix again because that was just just to show support.
Unexpected.
Right. So, like, of all the streaming services now, the major ones, Netflix is now in the most pristine light because of that.
Oh.
So,
But did you guys hear that Max is changing their name?
Oh God, Jesus!
We just bullied them enough to where they just got tired of doing it.
It honestly, it is not the first time, but it is a good example of how bullying works, which is not something we should be promoting on the internet.
But
who stopped calling it HBO Max?
No one. I never did. I also watched this on Max. Even at Max, but I'm like, no, it's HBO. Like, I'm not
HBO.
dumb.
That is
I'm
HBO.
not dumb. Listen, I go to HBO Max for like one thing, and that was Aqua Teen Hunger Force, which is what I watch when I don't have anything else to watch. And then I skip to the episodes that I actually want. So
Arise. Chicken arise.
Arise. Arise. Arise.
Next.
I am Sofa King, we taught head. And now faster.
Hey, Carl.
Arise, chicken.
You tonight.
Chicken, arise.
Did you guys see
Behold!
that dog.
Of course.
You guys see what you're doing? He just said me
No
tonight.
explanation.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's just a dog. Tonight, Carl.
But-
You can't hide.
Banana hands.
I will agree there. That's typically what I end up going to HBO for. But speaking,
Says.
what a segue. I'll bring up some more other recent news from companies because it was one
Arise.
really rubbed me wrong, and it.
Yeah, I hate when I do that.
So as someone who does game, and I know all of us here game, we all enjoy the things we do.
The issue is, you guys game more than I do. I have to pretend for this podcast.
Hey, you know what?
Like-
That's fair. That's fair. That's, you know.
Hey, Mike, how long did it take you to beat Super Mario RPG Remake?
Yeah, fair. You know, 16 hours.
If you play a game of any kind, you're a gamer. I don't care.
Listen, that's what? It's a fair point. However, currently I'm not playing any games.
That's
Okay,
fair.
so also I think I invested like triple the amount of time you did in Tears of the Kingdom too. So like,
I'm just saying, don't undersell yourself.
that's fair. I do
Anyways,
not
Mike,
consider myself
Jared,
a
please
gamer.
continue.
Sorry. Yeah.
But I brought this up with Sergeant Redacted because I planned on bringing it up just as a small thing today because I didn't want to linger on it, but there were some statements made that other big game companies have not said that they're against that. They're actually kind of agreeing, and it's frustrating.
Randy.
But me and Jeremy, we talked about it. We're like, I think Steam and indie games, they're going to become the go-to because anything that was a big game, kind of just the biggest pieces of shit right now. And yes, you're correct. Randy Pitchford for fucking Gearbox, the big fucking. It's always fucking him somehow. I don't know how. It's usually him.
How can you not read a room that bad to be like, nah, if you're a true fan, you'll buy it. Oh, bud, guess what? That game's now doomed before it comes out. Like, that shit ain't going nowhere.
When I saw the stuff for Borderlands 4, I actually got a little excited because I was like, this actually looks like a pretty unique take. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. Great, cool.
Sure.
And then that statement came, and I went, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't look cool anymore.
Fuck it. No.
If you don't know on the internet, he was asked about gaming price increases because Nintendo made the first move, and we all saw this coming, that everyone would follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
And things have already come out. The GTA 6, for all you people who are excited for that, they're already predicting $100, but that's before they say anything. And now there's other people saying, like, there's talks it's going to be like 120, 130 for the base game.
Oh, yeah.
His response to all of it was essentially calling us all fucking losers, because if we really wanted it, we'd just fork it up and deal with it. And my good sir, no.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's
When you release unfinished goddamn games all the time and it gets frustrating, half the time we need fucking DLC to even get the full game, fuck off. No, that's not okay. No one's okay with this. No. Oh. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because that was a big internet thing for good fucking reason.
Yeah,
So-
it was
so dumb.
flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted. Actually, I wasn't. It's fucking Randy
Just
Pitchford.
like what the fuck, man? Well, like, and none of the other game companies are really saying anything either. They're all just kind of shaking their head like, yeah, we're not changing the price. So yeah, we agree. And it's like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. You all should be saying something different to keep your fans, but you're not.
Well, the problem is the console wars ended because they realized if they work together, they can just make all the money.
Yeah, you see, when it happens and it turns into Monopoly and they can charge whatever they want. Nintendo's not faring any better in this because they've fucked up the Switch 2 so bad already. It's just how it is.
Yeah, it's amazing how I'm not getting one right now.
I will never get one. I don't game enough. This cheap $300 laptop from China called S-Jin, which is not a real brand. It is one that I got cheap. It plays Steam, and the only thing on Steam that I have besides the Among Us from when we did the Among Us streams.
Among Us.
Is Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Like, that is the extent of my gaming right now. Like, and I cheat the fuck out that game because the Steam Deck has like, oh, you can just force a win scenario. You can just have all the money. So I just pick the biggest park, upload, make sure I can have all the roller coasters, and I just make a massive parks for fun.
As you should.
Exactly.
Games should be about having fun, not about winning.
Yes. Speaking of the Switch 2, I did see a detail that came out that it doesn't really affect people that much, I guess, from what I've seen. But the console itself has the refresh rate that like matches games, but they had to change their website because it turns out if you plug it into the port and put it on your TV, it does not carry over the refresh rate that the console version, it's like handheld, has. So if your TV, as it was explained, only hits a certain amount of refresh rate and the console is higher or the game's higher, if you plug it into your TV, it doesn't correct that and it'll get real glitchy. So basically just use it as handheld only because they didn't incorporate it.
Right. I mean, I'm sure they'll fix it with like a patch, but like that sounds about right.
Don't buy it day one, people.
I'm excited for people that are far wealthier than me. Like, there's a couple speedrunners that I support in like the Super Metroid community that are very well known, and they make a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but they make a good living off of speedrunning and like hold world records.
One
like
could
that.
only dream.
Yeah, like the big one that I always like. Everyone who knows the Super Metroid community will know Oats and Goats.
Great name.
That's a
great. I just bought. He finally released merch after like 10 years of speedrunning, and I bought like 2 shirts. It's because he's got like emotes and shit. So I've bought a couple of those just to support, but like he'll probably get a Switch 2 for Metroid Prime 4, and I'm very excited to watch him play the game because one, I will never be able to play that game because one, I'm not getting a Switch 2, and two, I can't do first person. Yeah, I can't do.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not good at those games, so I'm very excited to watch other people play Switch games. So
fair.
Yeah. Anything else on gaming that you guys want to talk about? Because I have something hyper local for us to talk about.
No, I can't think of anything.
Yes, but I don't think I had anything else bigger gaming wise yet.
Cool. So,
Well,
gentlemen,
Hey,
gentlemen, I need your full and undivided attention because I have huge news. There was, and I shit you not, a credible Bigfoot sighting in Kalamazoo, Michigan. To the point where it is being covered on local news.
but I'm not there anymore. What happened?
Some dude was tramping around in the swamps outside of Kalamazoo and apparently found a Sasquatch, a Yeti, a Bigfoot,
a skunk ape, if you will.
a skunk ape, if you will. Anthony's looking it up because he thinks I'm kind of lying, but he's found the articles now. He's found it all.
Heard rustling in a tree to the left, and a huge thud hitting the ground from the tree. Big, heavy animal hit the ground and crouched and started moving towards me through the brush. A dog fired off from the right of me towards the creature. The dog almost got to it, but the creature shot up extremely fast and through the trees and brush. The dog chased the creature up the slope and over the train tracks. I then called for my dog to come back. It was as big as a bear, but it looked like a gorilla. We walked back, but we heard something crunching on the ground behind us. We left.
There it was. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Like
The
all,
Bigfoot Field Research Organization is a credible and freshly descriptive.
See? Thank you. I'm not even shitting you. I told you. It was incredible sighting.
The guy's Matthew Moneymaker,
Well, that is such a bad name for a
a
fucking...
co-host of Finding Bigfoot.
Yeah, which, by the way, has been running for
Hold it.
40 years and they have not found the motherfucker yet.
He asked many questions about the Class A encounter, enough to rule out the animal being a bear.
I'm sorry, did you say a Class A encounter?
Class A encounter.
Oh, my God.
I gotta look at these. Oh my God, Michael, why didn't you start with this?
That popped into my head as we were talking. I forgot about it.
He noted deer are known to be in the area, which apparently are favorite Bigfoot food.
Oh, my God.
There are lots of cattails around this marsh, the report said.
Yeah,
Therefore, two things Bigfoots consume, especially in winter: cattails and deer. There are likely other food sources around the cattails and deer. You mean the fucking thing that's in every fucking small town?
has. Yeah, no, I said, credible source. Okay.
Right there,
Like,
that's a Bigfoot print. Oh, right there, that's his skate. We got ourselves a genuine Class A Bigfoot on our hands here.
Bigfoots
that's
will walk
what I
along
imagine.
railroad beds for long distances. The railroad beds will sometimes bring them into pockets of woods very close
Sorry,
to
what?
town.
yeah, I wasn't joking, guys. Like, I know when, like, you all thought I was, like, kind of bullshitting, and then Anthony pulled up the articles, and you could just see his mind slowly start to break as it was in real time.
MLive.com, the
Yes!
Lansing State Journal.
Yes!
Click on Detroit.
For everyone at home, that is the Oddcast backyard. There's now a Class A Bigfoot.
Yeah, it's like an hour away from where Anthony lives and where I'm at. So, like,
What the fuck?
here's the thing. I'm pretty sure I've run that trail before in a 5K where he was at. I'd never seen a Sasquatch. I've never been worried about a Bigfoot coming after me.
Oh, guys, you have to go to bfro.net.
I already have, my friend. I've already done this. I did it when I found out, but like,
My favorite thing about this website is that there's a map you can click on where it's United States, Canada, and Alaska.
yeah, so obviously, you know, the continental 48 and Alaska. Oh my god, that's so dumb. But yeah, so
The FAQ makes me laugh. It hurts.
what's
Wasn't
the
this all
Bigfoot?
shown to be fake? What is a
Yeah.
Bigfoot or Sasquatch? Is there any
A woodland ape.
physical evidence? Why aren't there more photos? Where did they come
So-
from? How many are there? Why aren't there more photos?
Yeah,
Remember
Cotton Eye
when-
Joe.
Remember when I started back on this podcast 200 odd episodes ago at this point, and I made the joke about how fun it would be to, like, once everyone's settled in, to
yes.
start doing our own, like, paranormal cryptozoology,
Oh,
like,
I've still got that on
investigation,
my,
just
my
cheap
fucking
paranormal
board of
activity.
ideas.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, same, bud. Same. And like this just like adds fuel to that fucking fire, man. Just,
Hell yeah,
like,
it does.
bullshit.
Now it's right
Total
in the backyard.
This is the website. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to show
Oh, fuck.
FAQ. Why aren't there more photos? And I was like, why aren't there more photos? You know, I'm curious.
well-
So I clicked it. As you can see, the hyperlink. I've clicked it.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
There's no photos.
FAQ
it's not found. Yeah, obviously. That's listen, that's actually really funny, and I hope it's working as designed. 'Cause that's so fucking good.
I was like, FAQ, yeah. Oh, this has different FAQ questions now. Do
Oh my
Bigfoot
God.
Sasquatch bury their dead?
Well, do
How
they?
come no one is trying to shoot a Bigfoot with a tranquilizer gun?
Is that really a question?
Yeah.
All valid questions.
It would be a tough sell for a person to motivate with substantial assistance necessary for a serious, safe effort to tranquilize a Bigfoot.
I'm Ranger Park, the park ranger.
Yeah.
I get it. So yeah, that was fun.
If a Bigfoot cannot be videotaped easily, repeatedly in daylight and in the open, Bigfoot cannot be safely tranquilized either.
So
Jesus.
I need this to take us back about 30 episodes. When I told you guys my hyperfixation was currently Futurama, and I've watched like every episode of Futurama like 30,000 times.
Mike knows every episode by title.
Basically. And so Spanish Fry,
Surprising.
right, came through, and it's one where like
Yeah.
they go to the Pacific Northwest, and it's about the human horn and eventually Sasquatch, and it's Ranger Park, the park ranger, and Fry goes like, well, why don't you guys just set up a bunch of cameras all over to try to catch a picture of Bigfoot? And Ranger Park, the park ranger goes, well, because that would be expensive, and we don't have that kind of money. And all this shit reminds me of, because it's so fucking true. Because that would be expensive, and we cannot afford it. So yeah, I just thought you guys would enjoy the Bigfoot sighting in
can't.
Michigan. So
You've got to be fucking. There is
no,
no.
I'm not. Again,
it's-
hey, Jared,
it's
would I joke about a Class A sighting?
I want on their the thing I want on their website to find is their Class A. Okay,
yeah,
this
what's
is
the
fucking pissing me off. I couldn't find it.
Class A.
This has pissed me off.
Someone got spit in the face by a Bigfoot, and that's a Class A sighting.
I gotta share my screen one last time because this really pissed me off.
Oh.
Fucking
And
stupid.
it's like fine,
okay.
but then you know,
Frequently asked questions. Yep.
Florida, Tennessee, Montana, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma. Why aren't these in alphabetical order?
Well, is it
Why
in
does it go
like?
Ohio, Oklahoma, Minnesota, New Jersey,
Most
and all the way
sightings?
down there, Oregon, California?
Is it by how many sightings are in the area? Michigan's not even on that list.
No,
so.
Michigan's not even on here.
Oh, then.
So-
no, I don't understand that.
The
one.
other
These are
thing-
expeditions.
Oh, so they haven't gone to Michigan yet for an expedition.
Oh, they're about to. They just had a Class A sighting. They've got.
Yeah, they had a Class A sighting. This is some Class C sighting where, like, off in the distance, this man was verbally assaulted by a Sasquatch,
Oh, yeah, I
and
think
then
I found
was
it.
followed home. Apparently,
All right, I found it. There are 3 classes. There's Class
Okay.
A, Class B, and Class C.
I'd fucking hope so. Like, honest to God.
Class A report There's a lot of fucking text. Involve clear sightings in circumstances where misinterpretation or misidentification of other animals can be ruled out with greater confidence.
Oh, so like when he said he thought it was a bear, so it probably was a bear because bears
It was-
exist in Michigan.
But it
It
looked
was-
like gorilla.
It looked like
Yeah, that's
gorilla,
what
but it
a
was about
bear
the size
kind of
a
looks
bear.
like when he's
Yeah.
standing on their hind legs.
Yeah, have you ever seen a bear walk on their hind legs? It's fucking terrifying.
terrifying. And you
And
know
you
what?
like-
It kind of looks like a gorilla.
Bear walking on the hind legs.
Sorry, I should have started
There's-
because I didn't realize it was going to be
there's-
such a nugget for us to talk about.
You
Oh, did you guys
honestly,
see that
like,
on the-
I am.
Did you guys see that on the thermal cam? Oh, that's clearly a Bigfoot right there, guys. There's no way that's anything but a Bigfoot.
Oh, that has to be a Bigfoot. Oh, that's a Squatch? A baby Squatch? No, it's too big to be a baby Squatch. Yeah, terrifying.
I can't.
See, this guy saw a fucking bear.
We saw a bear.
Some bear.
It was probably, honestly, it's
Motherfucking
probably a
fat.
deformed bear. It was probably a special bear, like got like its face hurt or something, and that's why it didn't look like a bear.
Like, have you ever seen a bear with mange?
It's
Yes.
not, yeah, disgusting.
Yeah, they're
It's
terrible.
horrifying.
Bear with mange,
Yeah.
standing. That's perfect.
Look at that, a Squatch. Look at that, a Bigfoot, a baby Squatch.
Who
It's not on
would
the
have
screen
thought
yet,
it's
don't
not?
worry, but like,
Yeah, I'm just trying to
That's-
see
what a good one.
Holy shit.
hind legs. I gotta be specific. There's not really a picture of a bear with mange with highlight. Wow, look at this fucking. You can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 9th image. Bears and Bigfoot.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, what's a Class B sighting and a Class C sighting before we
yeah,
get
here's
far?
the
B
BNC here.
reports are not considered to be less credible or less important than Class A. Both are important.
So fucking stupid. Like, hey, just because you didn't interact with the Bigfoot doesn't mean that it wasn't important.
The report is considered Class B, though, because there were no clear visual observations to confirm what was heard. Basically, if you think it's a Bigfoot, it's a Class B.
That
I think Class B should stand for Bigfoot, and that should be where the scale starts. So,
And Class C is secondhand reports, third-hand stories with untraceable sources.
my grandma once saw a Bigfoot in the backyard. Again, and this is not to say, like, here's the thing.
what?
I'm not saying that I don't not believe in Bigfoots and
I know.
Sasquatches and cryptids and things like that, because I really enjoy all that shit. What I'm saying is this
Same.
man in lower southeast Michigan did not see a Sasquatch.
No.
There's
This-
no way.
Oh my gosh.
Not in Kalamazoo, for fuck's sake.
Let's see. Dude, this
love this
map
so
is so
much.
fucking. You see, you haven't broken down by state. So I clicked on Michigan because there's 226 sightings.
Michigan also has the cryptid itself that
The
is like a
melonheads.
Sasquatch. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
And then when you click on the state, it breaks it down per county.
yeah. How many sightings we got in Berry County there?
1, January
Jeez.
11th, 2011. A young woman hears a possible vocalization late at night by her home near Gull Lake. Bitch heard a
That-
bear.
That would just be a bear or a geese that are just really pissed off. Yeah.
Things
God.
are fucking 9 in Marquette.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's north. So
God, what Ostego?
Fucking funny.
Otsego?
Otsego, that's Lansing, right?
Oh, Otsego? No. Well, how is it spelled?
Otsego.
Otsego?
Ostego.
Yeah.
Dave had one sighting.
It's probably up in, like, Iron Mine. It's probably UP more than anything else.
Yeah.
So the Keweenaw, shit like that.
I believe that.
God,
The
Jared.
fact you guys
Let's,
had
let's
them there. Amazing.
see if there are any you should talk about. We've had one, Jared, in 1975.
Over there in Casadega.
Occasional incidents from the 1970s up to recent years. I don't think you're that accurate. I'll be honest.
You don't know that.
Oh, fuck.
Nebraska. Dude, Nebraska
has- Jesus Christ.
there's nothing in Nebraska.
Yeah, it's all flat field land. That in Iowa, you're not gonna have any place to hide out there.
There's
Yes,
nothing in
very
the
true.
county you were living in. There's fucking. Well, yeah. There's no way you can be like that. Ain't a Bigfoot. There are
Is there
big
any-
things.
There's too many fields.
In Guam, are there any Sasquatches in Guam?
You know, they only have California, Nebraska, and Alaska. I mean, California, Canada, and Alaska.
Yeah.
I don't know about Bigfoot, but they definitely, for their own
For their own
folklore, they
cryptid.
definitely have like woodland spirits. You're
I was
supposed to
gonna
make
say,
an
yeah,
offering before you go in the woods. It's like a very big thing here.
That's how
You
you,
have to
don't
ask
get murdered.
permission.
Oh, so you just got fairies. Y'all just got fairies over there in Guam. That's nice.
Basically,
nice.
it is actually pretty scary because there are.
No, I believe
It's a
it.
small island. We
Well,
just
it's a bunch of
recently had two
indigenous,
guys
right?
that were. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all indigenous. Like, here's the thing: if I were to ever, like, if a native, a First Nations people, I suppose, however we want to call that, especially like here in the States, is like told me to do something, I'm fucking doing that, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. Fuck Christ.
If they're like, you have to, step in deer piss before you can walk on our sacred lands, or anything.
Bathe me in that shit.
Go ahead, whatever you
Absolutely.
need to do.
Yep, 100%. I trust you more than
That
anything
was,
else.
That was actually one of Sergeant Redacted's like biggest things, telling me about being here. He's like, don't go into the woods, and I'm like, why? He's like, people go missing. It's a small island. You think it doesn't happen? People go fucking missing all the time. You have to ask permission. That is the rules on this island. And I was like, oh, and then since I've been here, there have been like 5 people who went missing and then were found dead later. Like, and it's a small island. It's not a whole lot of room to get lost.
It's a very dangerous island too.
There's one
lots of
angry
animals out
spirit
there.
with a shovel waiting for people to walk in.
The box ghost from Danny Phantom. The box ghost. Where?
Hey, did you know as of February 2025, there have been bears seen in Monroe County, Michigan?
Yes.
Black bears.
Yes.
Hey, guess what? Where the sighting was?
Was it Monroe County in Kalamazoo? Yeah, I know, right? Again, he saw a bear. He saw a bear. I don't care what
No,
anyone says.
he's got Bigfoot, no doubt.
Man, last year, a bear sighting caught on camera? Holy shit. In
Oh,
Monroe
man.
County?
Who would have thought?
Shit.
That's fine. And that's all that I had for this episode, though. Again, I didn't realize
That's
Bigfoot was going to
great.
take us 20 minutes to talk about.
That was great.
That's great. There's some good clips for that. That's for sure. Between Lilo and Stitch and Bigfoot, you got all the clips you need for the next couple
Yeah,
weeks.
there you go.
Well,
And again, shout out to Matthew Moneymaker.
That's such a bad fucking name if you're going to run a Bigfoot fucking research facility.
Is that your biblical name? Is that the name your parents gave
Your
you?
Christian name. Your Christian name is Moneymaker. So dumb.
before we fully end out the show, I did just want to. I came back to me. I forgot to mention it last week because we were me and Anthony had our own shit. We ended up going on rants about, but I think I'm just gonna throw it out there. I think Doom: The Dark Ages got shitted on a little too hard. I think people should have fucking lightened up a little bit because he kind of killed id, and that kind of made me upset. Not gonna lie, it really fucking upset me. Because people didn't like that Doom: The Dark Ages changed just a few goddamn fucking things. Heaven fucking forbid you make a game that's a different era and you decided to change a couple things. People fucking shitted on it, and now id's like, we're not doing Doom again. Like, this is the last one we're going to do. We are not doing DLC. We're moving on from it. People hated it. And I went, you bunch of fucking bastards. You couldn't take a little bit of fucking change, and it's still an alright game. The parts I don't like, they are so far and few between. I just have it's fun. It has plenty of new shit that made it fun. So fuck off. You ruined something that could have been good.
I just recently watched the 2.5-hour YouTube everything that you need to know about Doom leading into the Dark Ages. So I got the entire history of Doom and the Marine and the Doom Slayer. So
Well, it all started when a man punched a man,
basically,
sent to Mars. Then his rabbit was killed.
turns out they wanted the infinite hell energy, and they killed his rabbit, and that sent him on. He decided to trap himself on the other side and just stop hell from bleeding over. And then the only way to stop him was to entomb him in a sarcophagus and bury him under a temple.
It is fucking great.
It's great. I enjoyed every minute of it. I was like, this is awesome.
So
Oh yeah, Doom Lore goes
I've never
wild.
played the fucking game, but like, this is fucking great.
I think you
Goes
played
very
Doom
well.
1.
The original?
Uh-huh.
I can't.
Most
It-
people. Oh no,
Yeah.
no, it's still
It's
first
still
person.
boring.
You don't got to look up and down. It's just left and right.
I know. I can't. It's still
That's
first
fair.
person, and I can't do
That's fair.
first person. Regardless, the reticle's not there. It's shooting in hope.
I just wanted to throw that out there because that was a bit upsetting for me.
No, it
Like,
looks
I
really
haven't
cool.
Finished it.
I'm
still
watching
kinda playing through it.
gameplay through it right now, and it seems really fun. You get a fucking
Yeah,
Morning Star. Like, that's pretty cool.
I
I'm holding
really
off on
like
playing
the Saw shield. It's really fun.
I'm holding off on getting it until my child sleeps through the night, so I can use my extra time at night to
That's
actually
fair.
do stuff instead of just going to bed early.
That's fair. Yeah, a couple years,
Um,
you'll be fine.
So for updates on the channel, I do actually have some things to bring up that are more like what we're actually doing on this channel, not just things that have happened. Number one, go check out the Wrong Turn 2 episode that me and Anthony did. I see that one's already starting to like do really well with people watching it. I appreciate all of you for that. I put a lot of fucking work into those, so I really do appreciate you going and seeing it. I have another episode that's coming with Jokey Pants. I had a guest come on, Cerebral Paul, who's with a bunch of other groups that I knew years ago, and he's just nice enough that he will do spots for whatever. We covered the Popeye slashers. Fun fact, I didn't know there was a third one. He watched it, and then I went, "You poor bastard. I didn't know there was a third one. What the fuck?" And turns out the third one was even worse than what I watched with the first two. It was a fun
Not
episode.
good. Not good.
God, no. He said there's a part where he rips out someone's femur and turns that into his pipe, and he's like, "That's not how bones work."
good.
And I'm like, that's
pretty
not
good,
how bones work.
I mean, but it's Popeye. Popeye's got that cartoon logic.
The second one was spoilers. It was the better of the three, not by much. Anyway, I have the Popeye episode coming out next week. We got more episodes here. As far as Jokey Pants, I may end up having to break that off to my other YouTube channel that I had years ago because, Jesus Christ, like I do, again, I appreciate you guys watching it. It's looking like I might have to do that because I have these plans. Which with that, I have Anthony. We're gonna at some point cover Wrong Turn 3 for this season. My plan is to do the first 3. On top of that, we have a actor that reached out to us and surprised the ever-living shit out of me that somebody was like, "Hey, I made a movie. You guys want to promote it?" And I went, "Huh? How the fuck did you find us? What?" Jonathan Reels, he's not like the big super A-list celebrity, but he is somebody that he's been on bigger shows. He was in Walking Dead and a ton of other shit. Really nice guy. He's been emailing back and forth. Next month I have that interview coming out. We're going to talk about his movie, I believe The Marks on Tubi. If you're into wrestling, go check that one out. It's like a fun little indie film. So we have that coming on the channel too with Oddcast, so keep your eyes out for just random shit of that nature. Past that, does anyone have anything else they'd like to add in?
Not right now.
No, I want to go take a massive shit.
Samesies.
Well,
Jared?
Stad's
Jared?
happy.
Jared, I need you to sit on the toilet after this, so all three of us can be on the shitter at the same time. We'll be
If we flush
connected.
at the same time, we might create a rift in the. We might be able to actually reset the timeline if we flush at the same time. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
So fucking stupid.